We know that the universe formed about 13.8 billion years ago, and since then stars have been born, galaxies have formed, our sun with all the planets has formed. But 13.8 billion years is a very long time, and many people struggle to fully understand this period. That's why today we will retrace the entire history of the universe, compressing it into 1 year. So, the universe is born on January 1st, while December 31st corresponds to today. Changing the timescale allows us to see the history of the universe from another perspective. We will see in which month the stars and galaxies formed, when Earth formed, and when life began. And in all this, when did humans appear? Watch the video until the end because the answer will leave you speechless and may change the way we think about ourselves. Welcome to our channel. If you are new and like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel. Well, we said we would compress the entire history of the universe into what we will call the cosmic year. On this new timescale, each second corresponds to about 440 years. Each minute is 26,000 years and 1 day corresponds to 38 million years. It is midnight, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds on January 1st of our cosmic year. The universe was born from a single point that started expanding in all directions. This event is called the Big Bang, but don't think of it as an explosion in an empty space, because before the Big Bang, space itself did not exist. It is an expansion of the universe that itself gives rise to space and time. In these first moments, the temperature was so high that matter did not yet exist. There were only subatomic particles, protons, neutrons, and electrons. We have to wait until January 4th for these particles to come together to form the first hydrogen atoms. And on January 10th, the first generation of stars in the universe is born. On January 13th, the first galaxy forms, a full 500 million years after the Big Bang. On the cosmic calendar, January 16th is an important date because our galactic home, the Milky Way, is born. It is formed by billions of giant stars, but our solar system does not yet exist. The young stars of the Milky Way quickly burn through the hydrogen they are made of, ending their lives in violent explosions called supernova. From the ashes, a new population of stars is born. In the Milky Way, there are now large clouds of gas and dust, from which new stars form. Inside these, heavier elements than hydrogen are generated. The oxygen we breathe, the magnesium in our bones, and the iron that flows in our blood were formed in the hearts of dying stars. When it is said that we are stardust, it literally means that the chemical elements that make up our bodies come from stars that exploded in supernova. But when did our sun first begin to shine? We left off at January 16th, and now we need to jump forward 9 billion years. Our star is born on August 31st on the cosmic calendar. The young sun is still surrounded by the disk of gas and dust from which it was born. Various objects have formed around it, some smaller, the asteroids, and others the size of planets. One of these bodies is our Earth. In this chaotic situation, where numerous bodies wander through the solar system, it is not uncommon for trajectories to cross, causing violent collisions. And it is thanks to one of these collisions that on September 3rd, an impact with a hypothetical planet named Theia led to the formation of our moon. The Earth is a ball of scorching rock, constantly bombarded by debris formed during the impact. Over time, however, it begins to slowly cool down. The subsequent fall of water-rich comets might be the cause of the formation of seas on the surface of our planet. Finally, volcanic activity produces the primordial atmosphere. It is September 22nd, that is, 3.8 billion years ago. Somewhere in the seas of primordial Earth, life begins. The origin of life is one of science's greatest mysteries. We do not know if the first organic molecules, that is, the molecules from which life forms, were formed directly on our planet or were brought by some asteroid from space. We don't even know if life arose in other parts of the Milky Way. In Earth's seas, large quantities of organic molecules accumulate, leading to the formation of the first bacteria. These microorganisms live in the absence of oxygen and, through complex evolutionary activity, develop the ability to move and feed, adapting to the environment and forming diverse bacterial colonies. On October 27th, bacteria developed the ability to produce oxygen as a waste product of their processes. But only on November 9th does oxygen accumulate in the atmosphere. This event disrupts marine ecosystems, leading to the extinction of many anaerobic beings, that is, those that live without oxygen. It is the first great extinction on the planet called the oxygen catastrophe. The surviving aerobic bacteria evolve, leading to the diversification of life forms on Earth. It is November 12th, but to see the first multicellular organisms, we have to wait another cosmic month, until December 13th. The first fish begin to develop on December 17th, that is, 530 million years ago. Plants appear on land on December 19th. The first amphibians that leave the seas to move onto land appear on December 22nd. We are almost at the end of our cosmic year. The animal kingdom continues to colonize the earth and seas, and mammals and reptiles spread. We arrive at December 26th, that is, 230 million years ago. On our planet, the first dinosaurs appear, dominating the Earth to the detriment of mammals for 165 million years, that is, until December 29th. But around 7 a.m. on that same day, there is the fifth mass extinction on the planet, in which 75% of living species disappear. The cause might have been a violent impact with a large meteorite. There are earthquakes, tsunamis with waves over 40 meters high, and the ashes lifted obscure the sun for several months, leading to a drastic drop in temperatures. The death of the dinosaurs allowed mammals to reclaim the land. Only one branch of the dinosaurs survived the extinction: the birds. Mammals spread in the seas, skies, and on land. The saber-toothed tiger lives in the prairies. We are at December 31st, and there is still no trace of modern humans. We have to wait until 9:28 p.m. to see the appearance of Australopithecus, one of the primates of the hominid family closely related to modern humans. At 11:52 and 23 seconds p.m. about 200,000 years ago, Homo sapiens arrives, later evolving into the only subspecies of the genus Homo still alive, modern humans, us. Now less than a minute remains until today. About 33 seconds ago, agriculture and animal husbandry developed in various parts of the world. Writing was invented 12 seconds ago. In Egypt, 10 seconds ago, the pyramids were built. 1 second later, the mammoths went extinct. 7 seconds ago, the Assyrian Empire arose between the Tigris and Euphrates. 6 seconds ago, Buddha was born, and 1 second later, Jesus was born. Vesuvius caused the destruction of Herculaneum and Pompeii 4 seconds ago. America was discovered just 2 seconds ago. And in the last second, Copernicus formulated the heliocentric theory. The telescope was invented. Man walked on the moon. And finally, here we are. We have just discovered how all human history is concentrated in the last minute of the cosmic year. This should make us reflect on how negligible our history is compared to the history of life on Earth, and how insignificant we are compared to the age of the universe. We should put aside the vision we have of ourselves. We think that life was born on that distant September 22nd, only to lead to the appearance of humans. But that is not the case at all. During the nearly 4 billion years, life has faced 5 mass extinctions. The first occurred 440 million years ago, probably due to enormous glaciations. The sea level dropped drastically, causing the extinction of about 85% of marine species. The late Devonian extinction caused the disappearance of 82% of living species. The third mass extinction was the most catastrophic. About 96% of animal species went extinct. The late Triassic extinction caused the disappearance of 80% of living species, and finally, the Cretaceous extinction led to the disappearance of dinosaurs and 75% of living species. It is estimated that over 99.9% of living species that have inhabited the Earth no longer exist today. Let's not forget that we are just passing through. In fact, according to the scientific community, we are going through the 6th mass extinction. But unlike the first 5, which originated from geological events, this is the only one caused by a living species, humans. Since humans became sedentary about 12,000 years ago and invented agriculture, they have caused devastating changes to Earth's ecosystem. Human activities such as land exploitation, the use of fossil fuels, and marine pollution have destroyed biodiversity. Many animal species have become extinct because of humans, and others are at risk of extinction. Normally, 1 to 10 species disappear each year, but in the last century, this has increased by at least 100 times. Scientists say that when an individual of a species is born during a period of extinction, they do not notice it because their life is too short compared to the duration of the extinction itself. This time it is not like that, and since we are aware of it, it would be reckless not to act. We should all strive to stop, if possible, this trend. Write your thoughts in the comments. The cosmic calendar originated from an idea by the famous astronomer Carl Sagan, later revisited by the astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson in his TV series Cosmos. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to support us.